Well, my name is Calvin Venus. I'm known as the Food, or just Food. About 10 years ago, I graduated from the London College of Music and Media, which is part of University of West London. Before I was a Christian, I was a DJ. I think at that point I was DJing for nearly 11 years. So for me, I wanted to move away from fast food music, as I called it, and look for something that was a little bit more wholesome. It didn't have to be, no particular genre. I just wanted it to just be solid. All the while, the Lord was pressing in my heart. And after I graduated, I came to know the Lord, and my life and quest for music had changed. In fact, I quit music. Stopped listening to music for 3 years. Yeah, 3 years, which is kind of crazy. That was capitalized with me getting rid of my 12-year-old vinyl collection. Now as a professional DJ, you can imagine how many records I had to get rid of. At the last count, it was around about 6,000. So it was kind of crazy to get rid of 6,000 records, but for me it was like a wall of shame, because basically everything that was there was just music that I could no longer support. It was the fast food music I wanted to avoid. It's not a particular genre. I love all kinds of music. People who know me. You could be catching me listening to anything from reggae to folk rock to jazz to hip hop, anything. I do have clients, serving clients that in the West Indies, and they want me to do some reggae music. I'm doing gospel music. I'm doing folk rock right now, finishing up an album. I've just done a hip hop album, which is number 2 in Amazon charts, which is awesome. IDJ. They have their main artist and label owner. It's called GS, and he came out with what I believe is a groundbreaking album, challenging and edifying Christians and those who are not Christian, just kind of giving them a different way of looking at the faith through a medium of hip hop. Actually, that's the cool thing about music, and using music as a vehicle to communicate the gospel. Now, this summer I worked with an intern, and we actually recreated an old school Motown classic. This is Corey Grimes. He came to my studio and he wanted to learn everything audio technology, right from mixing, recording, and actually writing and playing. So he pretty much did everything, wore every hat, and he did a good job.
I met with Calvin every Friday morning, and so I actually know the piano part to Ain't Too Proud to Beg by the Temptations. So we actually did that, but in my meetings with Calvin, he taught me a lot about not only just the sound engineering, but how to give back to God by using my gifts to do that.
And this is the kind of thing that I like to do for those who want to join Borrowed Talents. The reason being is because when I went to college and learned music, we had to learn everything that the old school way. We had to everything was very legacy based. We studied books. We had to investigate things, read lots. Whereas in 6 weeks, Corey, who I worked with, he learned that practically. So we'll put something into place, and then he would ask why this. So everything was just kind of done in front of him. In fact, he mixed it. He recorded it, mixed it, played some of the instruments himself, chose the music, and that's a great way of engaging. So that was cool for me as well, because that's something I'm passionate about. I feel that engineering is actually a dying art. To want to be the scientist that sits back behind all the artists and all the producers. I'm that guy that proudly sits behind to do that, because I feel it's a specialist art form in it of itself. Basically, the art of making something ready for consumption. And I use this tool, and this one's in a very emotional piece, which features some cellos, some violins, some piano, and a trumpet. So it's a little different from hip hop to reggae to more of the rock stuff, even just normal folky stuff. I like that because it keeps me on my toes. I use this cool little tool here. It's completely touchscreen.